When using Twitter, I am rate limited. This means that during certain periods of time, I am only able to tweet in limited amounts. It is important to be mindful of this when tweeting, so I can avoid suspensions from the platform. I pay attention to when Twitter flags me as rate limited and cease tweeting, so I can take action immediately. I also check how often Twitter applies a limit to my account and know the best times to tweet. In order to stay safe, I am always aware of any restrictions the platform puts on my account. I am careful to follow their guidelines and abide by any limits they impose. If I get identified as rate limited, then I take a step back and respect Twitter's decision. I avoid tweeting too much or too often, and take note of how quickly my tweets are being sent. I also try to keep in mind that some topics may be more sensitive than others and choose to steer clear from them. I also try to make sure that I understand the context of the conversation before tweeting. It's important to be conscious of the language used, so that I don't get flagged by the system. Being rate limited on Twitter often means that I am restricted from replying to certain tweets or posting too many tweets per hour. In order to stay out of trouble, I try to tweet less than the rate limit allows. I take into account the amount of tweets I have posted in the past hour, and make sure not to exceed the limit. I read Twitter's rules and regulations to make sure I am following their guidelines. I also mute accounts which I find to be offensive or inappropriate. Whenever I am rate limited, I try to use this time to take a break from the platform. I stay mindful of any limits imposed by Twitter and take steps to ensure I don't cross the threshold. I keep an eye out for any warnings that Twitter may display regarding rate limits. If I do happen to exceed the limit, I step back and wait until the rate limit expires. Understanding the concept of rate limiting is important for those who intend to keep a Twitter presence. I make sure to moderate my account so that I don't get rate limited too often. I think carefully about any tweets I post and pay attention to the language used. I make sure to follow the rules set out by Twitter and strive to abide by them at all times. Whenever I am rate limited, I take this as an opportunity to assess my tweets.